Hi guys, I'm Lee from South Korea. Today I'm gonna talk about unfairness of North Korean Football Association. I'm just a football fan and do not mean to offend anyone's political belief. Still, as a South Korean, my opinion could be a little biased, but I'll try to talk about this situation based on facts. I'm not sure how many people from different countries will catch this clip, but I noticed that the world's understanding to the relationship between South and North Korea is quite different from what I expected. For example, Kim Jong is my friend. I like his hairstyle. Is there any McDonald's in North Korea? Koreans tend to be more careful on Japan and North Korea. Hey, did a North Korean player play for Manchester before? Retard. That's Chinese. Oh, by the way, Jisung Park is my hero, so don't get my word wrong.
And next one, please give me cock. Cock.
Anyway, I know you guys may not be interested in this topic, but I want you to listen to this. Have you ever heard of Behind Closed Doors game? In 2006, AS Roma played AS Livorno Calcio with a crowd for the reasons of Nazism and dumping mass. Moreover, in 2007, violence issue forced the entire Serie A league to play crowdless game until prevention measure was taken. Why does this keep happening in Italy? In 2015, during qualifying round for Euro 2016, Croatia was also received penalty for some Croatian fans damaging the ground and painting the Nazi symbol. Also in 2017, as the voting day for Catalonia overlapped with the match, La Liga Executive Office also designated FC Barcelona's match behind closed doors for safety concerns. And World Cup qualifier between South and North Korea in Pyongyang was also behind closed doors. Do you know the difference? The previous non-attendance games had valid reasons, and the decision was made by a superior association. But in this case, North Korea made the decision on their own. Funny thing is, South Korea was noticed about it just before the game started. Our players said they knew the stadium was empty, but it would be filled with spectators afterwards. First of all, you all know there's nothing we can do about the fact that South Korean supporters can't visit Pyongyang, right? Actually, we can't visit each other. But why the North Korean supporters were banned? Don't know. Nobody commented or gave feedback out of this question. Does this make any sense? It's pissing me again. There are even more. Let me go back to the time before the game started. We were in a position to wait for the reply from the North Korea despite D-Day was approaching. Broadcasting, immigration procedure, and treatment on South Korean visitors. Firstly, we received an unilateral notification that live on TV is not allowed in South Korea. Korean fans were going crazy. They were banned from watching the World Cup qualifier of their country. What the heck? Second, it takes about 3 to 4 hours from Seoul to Pyongyang by land, but North Korea wanted our team to travel via Beijing. It only takes 3-4 hours to take ground transportation like bus, but our players had to transfer in Beijing and spend a couple of days on road. Does it make sense? And there's also something ridiculous happened while our players staying at hotel in Pyongyang for 3 days. Kwon Kyung-won, South Korean center back, said he was illegally wiretapped in his room. What actually happened was, he opened curtains in the hotel room, opened the window, and looked outside in the morning. When he came back from lunch, they fixed the curtains so that they wouldn't be opened. So he said to his roommate Kim Young-won to be careful. It's not the first time. This is a story when South Korean women's national football team visited North Korea. One of them mumbled to herself, "Give me a towel," in her room. After 5 minutes, cleaning lady brought her a towel. Well, the hotel must be equipped with Alexa in every single room. After all this happened, our players arrived to the stadium and played the game without any spectators or press. In our point of view, our players were locked up in enemy's territory. They were absolutely isolated from the outside. Still, we should be able to get a text message or relay the situation immediately, right? But that wasn't happening either. We were able to know the situation in a very complicated way. Kyrgyz AFC director informed the AFC headquarters in Kuala Lumpur with his cell phone, and headquarters informed KFA sequentially. This is absolutely nonsense. They just locked up our players. This unfair restriction also offended FIFA Code of Ethics and AFC Operations Manual. Host organization North Korea in this case cannot discriminate the opponents for political reasons. Moreover, they are responsible to provide visas to visitors including media and supporters without any discrimination on the basis of gender, race or nationality. No offense, but I can't think of any reason that even one of South Korean person is not allowed to observe this game. And the game is very violent. When highlight of the game has been relieved, I thought it was UFC or WWE. I have one question for you. Are you ready? South Korean captain Son Heung-min said in an interview that he was happy enough to be returned uninjured. This would have been criticized if he said this after typical games. But this time, no one in South Korea criticized on his comments. It means that he was threatening either external or internal part of the match. When reporter asked Son whether he exchanged his shirt, he just gave a cynical reply to the question. Why would I? What if the country was treated like this in an away game? There are no spectators, no foreign press, no broadcast, no sportsmanship, but players were under surveillance. But the truth is, there was no other choices. We can't just say, that's pity, let's just don't do it. If you don't play, you will be forfeited. Which team will make this choice? But I can't understand that why FIFA does not officially sanction for this. After watching the game, Infantino, the president of FIFA, mentioned that he's disappointed to see a game without fans. He didn't say anything about the overall behavior of the North Korea Football Association. I'm sure he is trying to stay politically neutral. Maybe. I'm pretty sure that North Korea is abusing this. Consequently, KFA appealed FIFA for this issue. There are terms and regulations we can refer to, but I don't expect very positive outcomes. You know why? That has always been the case with the North Korea. That's what I wanna say. If you don't take this seriously, you're not a real football fan. Hey, Kois, are you happy if Son goes and plays under this dangerous condition again? You have to say no. I hope this video goes around and let people know there's this kind of awkward football match. Please give us a lot of comments, likes and subscription. Then I will play football in military uniform that I used to wear during my service. I'm Sergeant Lee of Rock Army. I'm a real man. Come on, little rocket. Thanks for watching. Peace.